Namaste. I'm speaking to you in the form of a video today because I wanted to personally share some beautiful changes that are occurring at Spirit House. Our community is such a blessing to me, and the relationships that we have formed are an integral part of my life, and I want to tend to that in a very special way. And I would like for you to be a part of the unfolding and the changes that are happening to me and to Spirit House. For some time now, I have been experiencing an urge for a change, a deepening, something that is in an expansive way different from what we've been doing at Spirit House. Our teachings at Spirit House have been very much about personal and communal expansion, about the willingness to enter into the unknown, to hold within our capacity that which is unspoken. And it feels to me that now is the time for us to take that just a step deeper. And as in many transitions in life, it is difficult to make a change from one place to another without having a certain segue, a time when things are done a bit differently, a time when there's the openness and the spaciousness for that change to develop into what it's wanting to be. And how I'm interpreting that and experiencing that is that now is time for a silent period at Spirit House, a time for us to invite the wisdom and the knowingness that comes through silence. Silence is such a profound state for us to endeavor to be in. Silence in our mind, silence in the relationships that we have, a peacefulness of quietude, a peacefulness of solitude. And how that might work at Spirit House has been a question I've been asking for some time. This next chapter will be about silence and how we will bring that into our lives personally and how that will be brought into the Spirit House community. Change really is only predicated on one thing. It's predicated on willingness, how willing you are to embrace that which is unknown and to sit in the space of inquiry and in the discomfort of not having the predictability that we have grown to know. Predictability creates a certain constraint, a certain restriction that does not allow us to have the wherewithal or the openness for expansiveness. We become very comfortable in a construct that is very predictable. And silence allows us to have the experience of things not being so predictable, not knowing exactly what will unfold because we're not seeding what it is that we're doing and we're hearing and we're experiencing with our own past experiences and prejudices and our fears, our desires. We're allowing what is coming up through spirit to be the primary experience. So I invite you into that experience with me at Spirit House through a change in our programming. We will not be holding our regularly scheduled programs and activities. We will actually be utilizing the sanctuary primarily for silence, for solitude, for prayer, for reflection, for contemplation, for a place of meditation. 2 days a week on Mondays and Fridays, we will have activities and programs that will bring us into community, give us an opportunity to share with one another where we are in the process of experiencing silence and solitude in our lives, and to experience the sanctuary in a different way. So on Mondays, we will continue to have our guided meditation in the morning, followed by a wisdom talk and a satsang, a community gathering. This will happen from 9 to 11. And then the sanctuary will be open for the remainder of the day at Spirit House. So please feel free to drop in and to sit in your own repose, in your own silence, and in your own space. Utilize Spirit House for the cultivation and for the practice of sitting in solitude and silence. I invite you to come anytime during the day. At 6 p.m., we will continue our Monday night Sannidhi Pada Yantra Puja, which is the puja to the presence of the teacher, honoring all the teachers who have come before us, the teachers who are here embodied in form now, and the teachers that will follow. If you have not experienced a Guru Puja, it's a beautiful time to sit in appreciation for our teachers. And ritual is a very powerful way to pull you into your own practice, to pull you deeper into ritual and silence and the appreciation for a deeper quality in our experience of our spiritual journey. So I highly recommend that you come on Monday nights at 6, from 6 to 7. And then during the month, we will also be holding full moon, Purnami, and new moon, Amavasya, celebrations for the Devi, the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, and for the Sunnati. Those will be noted on our calendar, and they will run between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. on those evenings of Purnami and Amavasya. Please feel free to also join us on Fridays. Fridays we will be open, the sanctuary will be open from 8 until noon for you to sit and meditate, to have your own personal practice, to have prayer, to sit with the Devi and to sit with the Sunnati. We will also be having our weekly Spirit House edible and medicinal garden tending. We would love to have community in the garden, sharing with our hands in the soil and tending the weeds and the flowers and the edible plants from 10:30 until 12, and then finishing that with an impromptu salad. We'll stay together and harvest what the bounty is of our garden and share that in community. So we're hoping to weave in this new schedule opportunities for community and reflection. But what I'm really inviting you into is to imagine silence in your life and how that might become a spiritual practice for you for the time being, that you might concentrate on emptying your mind and emptying the busyness around you and finding dedicated time to be in silence and in solitude, whether that's in the Spirit House Sanctuary or that's in your own home, but to carve that time out to be intentionally present for that which will arise when you allow yourself the opportunity to sit in silence. I look forward to sharing this journey with you. Namaste.